Welcome back to Cleve, Loveland, and the Lone Ranger radio show. What a beautiful Saturday we're having. Guess who came into the studio? Cleve is in the house.
That's right. Got all those offers done. I was on the phone, working in the car, trying to negotiate all those offers we had on several different listings. But what I want to talk about, I've got inventory, and I want to talk about how we are cooling off a little bit. But what's cooling off? Inventory is still low. We got the numbers. It's gone up a little bit. I think we bottomed out. We were in about high 2,000 for the number of homes, which is insane. It was like a 2-week, 2.5-week, 3-week supply of homes. A 6-month supply is a seller's market where prices should rise. And anything below that, prices rise faster, as they have been. People are getting most people, they bought their homes. There's a lot of appetite out there to buy homes, but they're not going to overpay. And they will go over list price. But what happens is I've seen, like in the past 6 months, I'd say offers have cooled off where I'm getting multiple offers on most properties, but I'm getting half as many as I was back in February and March.
Right.
And your interest rates are still good.
Is it because the inventory is up right now, or
I think everybody's kind of bought the home they're looking for, and they're very cautious. They might think that things are going to slow down, but people they're pretty educated as what they're going to do. And I think here's part of it too. Of this new inventory listing, like we've taken more listings in 2021 than we did in 2020.
Right.
But of this new inventory, I'm seeing a lot of inexperienced or sellers hiring inexperienced realtors, and they're overpricing the properties badly.
That's because they're just going by what the seller says they want.
That, or they have no clue how to do a market analysis. They have no clue how to look at the last 4 sales within a couple blocks of you and say, all right, everybody's at 450. You should go 460 or 475 because you've done these couple things. And what happens is they list for 539. And the seller sits there scratching their head going, why aren't we getting those offers my friends are talking about? So it's all about the realtor you pick and staging the house right. I walked into one house, looked like it was in the middle of a rummage sale, and it wasn't. That was the way it was marketed. And so the seller didn't get, I gave him my 50-point checklist. I showed him some pictures on the internet of their neighbors down the street, of how nice and neat they look, like a builder's model home.
Sure.
I said, this is what we got to look like. So either we got to get you got to get a hotel, move out for a month, or we can clean this up, and you got to kind of live like this for a while if it's an inconvenience. But you've got to prep.
But
the
if
home.
you want top dollar for your house, you can't make it look like
clutter,
like a junkyard.
Clutter will literally cost you 5% of your price, and it's the easiest thing and the cheapest thing to clean up too.
And we need to get rid of clutter.
We need to get rid of clutter. But the inventory bottoming out the past 4 months, we've been about just under 3,000 homes. Last month it jumped up to 3,500 homes. And I took a few more.
And that's for what, the Central Florida market?
That's Central Florida. That's 4 counties.
So you're saying that we went up about 500 homes in the entire area, though?
Yes.
Okay. So that is an improvement, but
it's still less than a 1-month supply.
Yeah, that's like saying for a fat person you're not sweating that much.
we're closing about 4,400 sales.
I'm
a
month. Fat guy, by the way. Just so
no, you're not. No, you lost. You need to change.
Still
your shirt. Your shirt's looking a little baggy. But the inventory, we're in that summer rush. I had a pause. Everybody took a breath with back to school these past 2 weeks. And like I said, I only got 8 offers when usually I thought I'd get 20.
Right.
And on some properties, but a lot of it is people. I think a lot of people have bought the homes they were going to buy. Other people are kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. Interest rates are great.
They're incredible.
They're worried.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, and COVID. We got the COVID, the other variant, whatever variant we're on now, D, E, F. All those things coming up, but it's still a very, very healthy market with prices rising. And the other thing too, it's funny. I'm seeing notes about how the inventory around the country's risen a little bit.
Well, like we have.
Yeah. So, and it's funny. The rest of the country.
We're not in a buyer's market.
But not
at all. Even close to it.
But what you'll see headlines on how inventory jumps 12%.
Or the market's crashing.
Yeah. So things like that. But very good things going on out there still. The main thing is when you talk to somebody, if you're ready to do something, or you're thinking about doing it even next year, call me. I can tell you what to do to the house now, what to expect. The main thing now is where are you going to go?
Right.
And
you're going to get top dollar, but you're going to pay top dollar.
Yeah, but picking that house out first might be the thing to do because they need to either qualify to buy without selling.
Without a contingency.
Or live with the in-laws, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. So all those things come into play because it's not just selling the house and getting some money. It's what's next.
All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve, Loveland, and the Lone Ranger Radio. You can reach Cleve at 407-352-8118, or you can reach me at 407-250-9144.